Today on 7 Bites, we are making a flourless chocolate cake.
Oh my gosh, yum.
And this is so easy. The hardest part is putting it all together.
Okay.
9 eggs. You separate the yolks. You put the egg whites in the big mixer.
All right.
Okay. I got the yolks right here. We just heated the oven.
Yes, oven's ready.
350 degrees. This is 3/4 of a cup of sugar substitute.
Okay.
I'm going to start mixing this up. And this is 2
Now,
tablespoons.
is that stevia or is that sucralose?
It is Truvia.
Stevia.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're supposed to beat this until it's light.
That is that looks like frosting.
It does. It really does.
I almost want to stick my finger in
And-
there. I'm not going to because it's raw egg yolks,
Yes.
but I almost want to stick my finger in there and look
I'm
at
going to add a tablespoon
Okay.
of vanilla.
Okay.
Now, the original recipe, when I saw it, didn't have any vanilla in it. And I thought, that's kind of weird. And you called something to my attention that it didn't have any salt
Yeah,
in
it doesn't have any salt. And I always add just a little bit of salt to my baked goods.
Well, and I think maybe that
So,
we'll add a little bit just to see, but it may be because it's flourless and you don't have to
yeah, but
salt
really,
the flour.
especially because right here, we have the chocolate and the salt really just brings out the flavor in chocolate.
Right.
I'm just going to add like a pinch.
Just a pinch. That's
I'm
plenty.
not going to add too much.
And I
put the
could
rest of
have
that in there.
used clear vanilla. I didn't, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. And what we're going to do is you're going to start melting the chocolate.
Okay.
I have a stick of butter in a double boiler. It's just a pan
There's your
with-
butter.
and over a pan of water. And we're going to bring it up to a simmer.
I'm actually going to turn that up because it
Turn
seems
it
to be
up.
going a little slow for me.
We're going to add a pound of chocolate. Now that's 4 4-ounce boxes of semi-sweet, or we're using unsweetened chocolate.
That's going to be awesome.
It is chocolate.
That would
It
be
is
awesome.
really chocolate. So if you have, you can cut back on the chocolate. I did that
But
one
why
time.
would you?
I did.
Seriously.
Well, I didn't have enough.
Oh, I
So
see. Yeah.
so if you're short a box, you're okay. You can live through it, but it's wonderful.
While she's mixing that and we're waiting for the butter to melt, I want to call something to your attention. Did you notice our beautiful aprons? I know you've seen them before if you watched our Christmas episode.
That's true.
But our friend, our wonderful, glorious friend Joyce has made these for us. And so we're putting them on the air again because we didn't want to get our pretty little outfits dirty with all the flour and no flour.
No
There's
flour.
No flour, but with all the chocolate flying.
And it will fly.
And we also
Promise
wanted
you.
to give Joyce a shout out for her amazing work and just let you know that she does make these. So if you want one, we can get you her contact information and you can have one of your very own.
And I'm going to flip this mixer on and
All
let
right.
these egg whites have to come to a stiff beat. Loud. Start breaking that up a little
All right,
bit.
so I'll tell you what, while we whip the egg whites and break up the butter, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back as soon as all of this is done.
We're getting real close on that chocolate, aren't we?
Yes, I've been standing here stirring this. This is the stick of butter and pound of chocolate that has gone into this. And something I was just thinking, you know what? We added the vanilla and we added the salt. And if we had it, something that would be a great addition to this would be like a little couple tablespoons of coffee or coffee granules, because the coffee really brings out the chocolatey flavor.
If you can get espresso granules, those are awesome. And here's the egg whites, the 9 egg whites that I fluffed up. We're going to add those into this after we add the chocolate to these
We are
eggs.
almost
So we're-
there. We just got a couple of lumps that need to work themselves out.
And
And
this
while
is-
we're talking about this, something else I want to mention is that chocolate, especially dark chocolate, is 2 things, one of which has something awesome to do with Valentine's Day. First of all, it's an antioxidant, which means it's really good for your body. It helps to really boost your immune system, believe it or not. And it also helps to fight off things that are bad for your body. And the other thing that chocolate is that has to do with Valentine's Day is it's an aphrodisiac. So
I like chocolate and everything.
Chalky, chalky, chalky. I think we are good to go.
Okay.
On this chocolate. You said go until it's silky. And baby, is that puppy silky.
I'm hoping this will reach without too much complication. Yeah,
Okay.
it will.
All right,
Because
so
I'm gonna use those
now
beaters.
what are we doing here? You told me that we were doing something that I'm not sure about.
Okay, we're tempering the eggs. What
Okay.
that means is we're going to add hot to cold.
Okay.
And we want to do this so that the eggs don't scramble.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm going to add just a little bit. So
All right.
y'all bear with this noise.
You want me to spoon while you...
Yeah.
The chocolates are flying! Okay. Now you see why we got the aprons on.
Okay. I think you can add a little bit more at
Okay.
a time now. So let me see if I can take that.
Whoops, I'm losing my spoon. This is messy, but very fun.
And it really does take two people to do this. So do it with your honey.
Cook with your partner. It's very fun to cook with your partner. I do that all the time.
I was practicing with your dad the other night, and we had chocolate all over the house, so it was interesting.
It's messy.
But you can see this looks dense, and without any flour in it, it's very dense. Here, let's get a scraper and see if we can scrape the rest of that beautiful silky chocolate in here. Let me have the spoon. And
Really? You're taking that away from me? That was mean. I was fixing to lick that.
No. You'd
All right.
be disappointed because it doesn't have...
This doesn't have the sugar in it, does it?
That's
no.
right.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Yeah.
Wow. That is a lot of chocolate.
If
think
you
we got
can
it.
see how it's blending in and it's starting to look like a cake batter. Okay?
That is starting to look like a cake batter.
Okay.
It's very... It's like a very delicious devil's food cake.
Really, and chocolate everywhere.
Do you want this spatula again for the next step?
Yes, we're going to fold these egg whites in.
Okay.
And I'm going to put about a third of them in there.
This, I actually know what this does. This lightens the batter, because if you don't lighten the batter before you fold the rest of the egg whites in, what's going to happen is it's just going to kind of go...
Well, and you don't want to flatten these egg whites any more than you have to.
Yeah.
That's why you fold, cut and fold, cut and fold. So keep cutting and
Okay.
folding. I'm going to rinse
Cut
some of this
and
off.
fold. Cut and fold.
I feel like I've had a bath
This is-
in chocolate.
You have had a bath in chocolate. Oh, speaking of bathing in chocolate, there is a spa that I want to go to in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
They have
a little more.
this spa that you can take. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. They have this spa that you can take a bath in chocolate. Literally, it's a hot chocolate bath.
I don't know if I'd end up drinking my bath water.
I probably would too. Well, what it is, it's not really actually drinkable. What
I
they
know.
do is they put like a milk bath
Here, let me
into, and you've seen like bubble bath that has
Right.
milk bath. That's basically, they put that in there, and then they sprinkle cocoa powder over the top of it.
But just the
And
smell of it
The
would
smell
be
is just
wonderful.
heavenly. I bet.
There we go.
You know, I almost want to do that just for the sake of doing it,
Just to say you
just to
did.
say I did it.
Yep.
But I don't know. I'd get in trouble there though, because they give you like.
Here, you're worrying
They
me.
give you chocolate. You do it then. They give you chocolate like at every turn. They have chocolates everywhere because, you know, of course, it's Hershey, Pennsylvania. So
This is the tedious part because it does take a little bit of patience to get it. But you can see it starting to come together.
it is starting to come together, and it's important, you know, to note too when you're folding. Folding is not mixing. Folding is a completely separate entity. When you're folding something in, it's actually okay if it doesn't get 100% combined.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're mixing, you want to make sure everything is well combined and well mixed. Folding's not necessarily that case. And this is a technique that you can use, of course, for this cake, but you can also use it in soufflés, and you can use it for flourless angel food cakes as well. Just lots of really, and mousse, chocolate mousse.
Oh yeah, chocolate mousses. That's for another day. Let's don't talk mousse.
So what are we doing here?
We are going to spoon these.
Aren't those the cutest ramekins ever? I love these. I found these for $1 a piece, I think. I'm so happy that I did. How much do we spoon in there?
Well, I'm spooning a generous amount.
Okay.
Now this is going to be a little larger portion than what I would recommend, but
Okay.
it's Valentine's Day. Get ready.
Well, and you know what? This is enough to share.
It really is.
Just,
And
all right, you wipe yourself off, and I'll see if I can fill some of these.
and I found these baking cups, these silicone baking cups.
I saw that. Those are cute.
And they're hearts.
I love that.
And they make just, you don't have to fill them full or anything. And they make a really nice little presentation.
Those are really cute.
They're really cute. And I'm going to show you how, after they're done, go ahead and fill that one.
Fill this one first? Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to show you how, after they're done, you can fancy them up just a tad.
Ooh, we like fancy around here.
Yeah.
Fancy pants, marvelously fancy.
You don't have to, but the recipe says to serve them with whipped cream, which whipped cream makes everything better.
Did I put too much in that one?
Yeah,
I think I did.
I
did. I'm just going to step back and let you do it because I obviously don't know how to do this recipe. This is her thing. This is her recipe, and she comes up with some of the coolest baked goods that I've ever seen in my life.
That's why I was a fat girl for 40 years. Because fat girls know how to eat, But
true story.
I am learning how to recreate. I take a recipe from something I see on TV and I rework it until I am happy with it. So this has become kind of a challenge, and to me it's the fun part of eating healthy, is figuring out how to make this so that when the grandkids come in the door, the son-in-law sits down at the table, or the big grandkids that are not going to eat anything healthy
True.
on a bet, so that they can take a bite of it and not know. Now, they know if they come to my house, they're getting something different. But, I take it to church. I do these things, and
do we want to put these on a baking sheet?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Let's get these in the oven.
Yeah. Put it in, long ways so that they'll both go in. Oh, you can put it up here. And we're going to set this for about 8 minutes.
Okay.
Because we want them, when we put the toothpick in the middle, we want the toothpick to come out with a little bit of stuff on it.
Okay, so you don't want it to come out clean like you would with a cake?
No.
Okay.
Because if it does, it's going to be too dry.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And
so these are kind of like one of those molten chocolate cake things.
Right.
Okay.
And you eat it when it's warm. Okay? So you want to have all this done before you do dinner. And when you get your dinner done, then pop it in so that it's warm for dessert.
Oh.
And I've got some that I made earlier that we're going to microwave for just 20 seconds.
Okay.
Just enough so you can see the difference.
All right, well, we're going to grab those real quick and show you what they look like, so we'll be right back.
Okay. This is our beautiful little cake.
So cute.
And I found this little dish that's
I
perfect.
love that.
This is a portion for two.
Uh-huh.
This is not a portion
At
for
least.
one.
So,
Drizzle some of
yeah.
that. That is our sugar-free caramel sauce or caramel sauce or whatever.
Caramel.
Whatever. Put however much you think you would like.
Or how much your sweetie would like. Or...
Yes. And then...
whipped cream, baby. Oh, that looks really good.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta try this. Okay.
Now remember, one portion this size for two
people. This is not one person.
Now, I did make some, and I'll show you those in just a second, that are for one person. So.
Oh, it is kind of molten on the inside. Oh, that's cool. Oh my gosh, look at all that. That is so...
And with... Oh my goodness. This will cure any chocolate.
What was that we said about this being for two? That is so good. You don't miss the flour. That's the... This is going to be my go-to from now on. I need chocolate. Mama needs some chocolate, and this is going to be it.
Well, let me show you the next thing we're going to do.
What we got over there?
Well, I got some itty bits,
Oh my goodness.
and I got some medium bits
I see. Okay.
that I made ahead.
Look at that.
And I have
Now, are these going to taste okay, or when...
well, you can there again, you can put them, once you get them
Those are
home,
cute.
you put them in the microwave for just a second.
I see. Look at those cute little boxes. I love these.
You don't want to know.
Ah, those are cute.
You
So
know
how many would you put into a box?
Well, I
For
think
serving.
I would stick one of these down in
A
there.
little doily. Oh, that's...
Yeah, kind of.
Oh my
There you
gosh.
go. And then just,
Somebody's been on Pinterest.
I'm learning. Hey, you told me to get computer savvy, so I'm working on it.
Okay, so how many would I put down in here, you think?
Oh, 2 or 3.
Okay.
Depends on who your friend is
And how much you love them.
and how much you love them. And
That is
or
precious.
the size of your, what
That
you
is
want to do.
precious.
But
Whoops.
they will tilt.
And then I just, throw them all over the place, and
so,
because I'm that awesome. Seriously.
but
That is adorable.
yeah, I think.
And those would be great for teacher gifts, for friends.
And
for-
just remind them,
yeah.
or even you can drizzle a little of this on it and say, just be sure and stick it in the microwave for about 25 seconds before you eat it.
You might want to take it out of the box. Though,
Yeah, well,
beforehand.
probably
So-
that is probably going to slide down
yeah,
one corner,
it's
but
gonna slide, but it's just that is such a cute idea.
I know, brilliant.
You are brilliant.
I am brilliant.